What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Monkish Brewing Company, and they are out of Torrance, California, and this is their Foggy Window. So they're calling this one a double IPA that comes in at 8.1% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review, and this can is just under 3 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks, shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Bud, for hooking me up with this one. So big thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies he hooked me up with. He hooked me up with 2 Monkish beers. This is the first one I'm reviewing, and it's one of their core, I shouldn't say core offerings, one of their flagship beers. I'm pretty sure this and then the double dry hop version, Foggy Window, are like the 2 ones they release regularly. And yeah, I can't wait to get in this one. Citra, Sauvin and Galaxy hops, and damn fresh. Let's crack it open. Super excited about this one. I've heard nothing but good things about this and Foggy Window, so the fact that Bud sent me one of these, I cannot thank you enough, good sir. Let's give it a pour here. Okay, so beer is looking beautiful, in my opinion. Yeah, on camera it's gonna be a little bit more dull, but in person, there's a bright, vibrant honey orange color. About a 1.5 to almost 2 fingers of this off-white, super creamy looking head, murky turbid, looks like a New England style double IPA. Let's get a dose. Okay, that's real nice. I was expecting a little bit more, more of a punchiness from the nose. All right, so, okay, it's starting to open up a little bit. All right, so they're using Citra, Nelson, and Galaxy. Definitely getting pineapple in here. Big pineapple notes. It's a little bit of that white grape from the Nelson. There's candied orange and peach. Think of like Starburst or like peach gummy rings, sweeter. There's a nice green kind of quality to this one. Not like a hop burn, but like a tomato stalk or just like a nice green, fresh, like vegetal type of hop character. A touch of like a crackery malt sensation. Oh, okay, so as I swirl this and as it opens up in the glass, now it's becoming boisterous. Very intense now, wow. So it went, I'd say pineapple, white grapes, candied orange and peach, a little bit of that green kind of fresh kind of quality to it. But now, that candied orange and peach are starting to rise above the pineapple. Whew. Yeah, now it's smelling awesome. Now it's smelling awesome. Wow, I was kind of worried when I first smelled it. It's like, not getting a whole lot, little swirl, a little bit more. And now as it's opening up, it's just kind of, there's wafts just like hitting the nostrils over and over. Yeah, wow, it smells dynamite now. Oh, I just want to kind of get lost in the aroma here. Damn, that smells good. Oh, I'm so happy it opened up. Anyway, I want to get into it. Making my mouth water. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Bud. That's fucking dynamite. That's real good. That is real good. And man, so, you know, when I see Bud on Untappd, you know, he checks in beers from Monkish, Green Cheek, you know, a couple other, you know, California breweries that are known for producing hops, producing hop forward beers. You know, a lot of times he talks about like, you know, he likes the West Coast hazies because they have some kind of influence from West Coast beers that are more bitter and not just straight on juice bombs. And that's what I'm getting with this beer, and that's what I get with a lot of Monkish beers, is they have more of a pronounced bitterness, and it's not just straight on juice. It's not super sweet. Is there sweetness here? Yes. Is it overly sweet? No. And it has a nice, like, moderate bitterness. So we'll go body mouthfeel. Body's like straight up medium, a touch over, maybe a bit thin at 8.1, but it's fine. I mentioned this before. Bigger the ABV on a hop forward beer is, I really don't care if it approaches, you know, full. I'm happy with a medium to just a touch over medium mouthfeel for an 8.1% double IPA all day long. The mouthfeel, really nice, soft, smooth, creamy. Not like super amazing, but it's good. The best thing I can say about this beer, and it might be taken as a negative, but once I score this beer, because I'm already thinking about a score, but also like just what I like about this beer, one of the best things I can say about it is the drinkability is through the roof. I'm tasting no alcohol on the palate. There's not even a warming into the chest. On the palate, it's so easy to drink that you kind of forget this is 8.1%. Well, at least I am. A lot of sweeter, again, orange, peach at the front of the tongue. It's candied, like I said, Starburst, Skittles, in that realm of like a more candied kind of fruit quality. But right after that, there's sweet, juicy pineapple. There is a little bit of that white grape thing. The Nelson isn't as big from that aspect, although maybe it's not producing a huge white grape thing and more of like a white wine kind of dryness. Because on the back of the palate, there is this like tannic, like grape skin type of thing I'm feeling. So maybe it's more of a tannic grape skin or maybe like a white wine kind of dryness as opposed to the white grapes that you typically get out of Nelson, or at least I do. It has this earthy green kind of bitterness on the back of the palate. Just under 3 weeks old. There's no hop burn here. I reviewed the hop or the North Park Lupulin Collider that was a triple IPA at 5 weeks old, and it was delicious, but it had a lot of hop burn. This is under 3 weeks old, and there's no hop burn here. Yeah, there's a moderate bitterness on the back of the palate, semi-dry, tannic, white grape skin, and it just works. This is fucking infinitely crushable. Yeah, this is delicious. If I lived by Monkish and it was a brewery like Bud where I pick up their stuff a lot of the, whatever, on a weekly basis, bi-weekly basis, this is a beer, when they release it, I would probably get a 4-pack every time because it's, again, this is going to sound negative, but this is like a fridge double IPA. What I mean by that is if I want something that's super drinkable, 8.1%, and it's not going to be, this is not, the one thing I like about this is not crazy complex. It's not like there's 7,000 things going on here. There's a handful of characters in this beer. They all work harmoniously in sync with one another, and it's just very cohesive. It's balanced, and it's good. Not my favorite double IPA of all time. I'm just be honest with you. But what's in my glass and when I'm drinking is fucking delicious, tasty, great beer. So Foggy Window from Monkish. By the way, this is batch 15. I didn't mention that at the beginning, but whatever. I have no problems giving this beer. How do we place it like this? High 4.5 out of 5. 4.55. It's delicious. It really is. And if you're in the in Southern California, you're close to the brewery. If you're in California in general and you can get your hands on Monkish, do so. Like, you should, especially if you like hot forward beers. Price and availability, I think he said these were $22 a 4-pack. Again, keep in mind, it's California. Prices are going to be a bit higher, but $22, I can definitely see that for a beer like this. I'm fine with it, especially at a 4.55 out of 5. And availability, I think Monkish is pretty much brewery only. I don't know if they get drips and drabs into like local bottle shops and whatnot, but I know you can buy them from the brewery, and that's pretty much all I know. I don't know a lot, but that's all I know, and that's because Bud provided me the detail. So huge thanks to Bud for this one. I have a triple IPA from them. Forget the name. It's like Street Sweeping or Street Sweeper. It's a huge triple IPA, and I can't wait to drink that one. I drank this one first, although it's fresher, because I wanted to give their flagship beer or whatever. I want to drink it as fresh as possible, so it's just under 3 weeks old, and I think I did that. Not much more to say about it. If you've had this one before, if you've had Foggy Window, if you've had anything from Monkish, let me know what you think about it. I've had now, I think, 4 or 5 beers from Monkish that weren't collaborations, and they've all been pretty good. I've heard some people say, even in my circle of friends, my circle of friends is pretty big when it comes to beer, but some people just say hey, I'm not overly impressed with Monkish. I don't find it all that great. And then others are like, oh man, I love it. I'm to the I love it side, honestly. I think that bitterness, it's just not here's the thing. If you love just straight on juice bombs with a very mild bitterness and no dryness and just sweet, I don't think Monkish would be for you, because there's a moderately bitter kind of component to the beer, and there's also a dryness. And if that's not your jam, it's not your jam, and I get it. But for me, I really fucking like this. So I don't know. Anyway, thanks again to Bud. Thanks to everybody. Appreciate everybody stopping by. To the next one. Cheers.